So hello, Firoz. So welcome to this new episode of New Indian Express analyzing the test series. So the first test is over and it got over in 3 days. So we are in just about the second test is about to begin tomorrow. So how do you assess the India's chances? Will the test match again get over in 3 days, or will it last more than 3 days? Because that had been the primary question in everybody's lips, whether the match will continue to the fifth day or not. Not about winning. It's just about finishing. How quickly will it get over? So will that be the case in Delhi too?
Thanks, Indro. Yeah, means that can be a case, but again, means you cannot rule out Australia. They are very competitive and they have been doing quite good. If we talk about this test team, but again, it all depends on how they apply themselves on the Kotla track. The track is not going to be very different, and as has been the case in the country. So I think a lot will depend on their batters, how they apply themselves, and they have to play as Steve Smith said after the defeat, and even the Australian skipper Pat Cummins said that they have to apply themselves so that they can bat throughout the session. In Nagpur, it was different. Actually, it all got over in one session. But again, here in Kotla, if the batters apply themselves, if they negotiate the threat which is being posed by Indian tweakers, then obviously the test can go till the fifth day. But again, it all depends how they fare against Indian spinners, especially the spinners.
Yeah, so India has been very strong at home, and there is no question about it. So they are the favorites definitely. So will the strategy for the Australians they have a different strategy this time? Are they planning something new from what they had done in Nagpur?
Indications are that they are going to do something new which they have never done in India. It's been said, but the playing 11 will be announced only tomorrow. But the indications are that they might play with three spinners, which three specialist spinners, in fact, which they have never done in the past in India. They did that in Bangladesh in 2017. But here, if they play with three spinners, and the logic behind that is that they want to give debut to another left armer, Kuhneman. If he plays, the reasoning behind his inclusion, which I think is that left arm spinners, they usually trouble Indian batters. And we can witness that if we look at the past, there are quite a few left arm spinners who have troubled Indian batsmen. So I think that might be the strategy behind that move.
So who are the spinners?
Todd Murphy has done quite well in his debut test, so he will be there. Nathan Lyon is their primary weapon in spin department. So the new man from Queensland, he's going to complement these two guys in the team.
So when you talk about left-arm spinners, so what about Indian left-arm spinners? Are they a handful for the Australian batters?
They look so at the moment, because although Akshar didn't do as well as he was expected to do, but yeah, he did that job with the Willow. But yeah, I think the way Ravindra Jadeja performed in the first innings, and the way he has taken that 5-4, that too after coming after a long break of 4-5 months. So I think left armers are quite good for India, and they have been doing really well. And coupled with Ashwin, the way both the guys have been performing, so it's very difficult. And Ashwin got some formidable records in Delhi. He's the third successful spinner here in Delhi. So means expect nothing less from the Indian trio, who have been doing exceptionally well for the country for the past few years.
Yeah, we've been always focusing on the spinners whenever there is a team comes to India, but at the same time, our pacers have also been doing quite well. getting the
Yeah,
breakthrough.
yeah. If you look at first test, the way Mohammad Shami, the openers, Indian pacers who opened bowling for the country, Mohammad Shami, Mohammad Siraj, they got rid of the openers in the first 2 overs, first 3 overs. Then only the spin bowlers, they came into attack and they ran through the Australian batting. So I think they played quite a good role. Even in the second innings, Shami claimed 2 wickets, which is quite good.
So how do you see the Delhi Test match? I mean,
Delhi Test so far India are favorites.
Yeah, I mean, how will the Australians? I mean, they have been basically defeated outright in Nagpur. Will they be able to come back? Will they be able to manage some kind of respect in the respectability in the score?
Yeah, they can do that, but for that to happen, first of all, they have to leave aside all these talks about pitch condition and all. See, in similar conditions, they won a match in India. The last time they defeated India in Pune in similar conditions. Their bowler did well, Steve O'Keefe did well, then Steve Smith produced that magical innings. In that test, they defeated India by a huge margin. So of course, obviously, we cannot rule them out. But for that, they need to be there both physically and mentally. They need to counter the challenges. They need to do counter attacking. Then only they can see off Indian bowlers. If we talk, means no matter if we talk about spinners or pacers, but for that the Australian batsmen means they really have to apply themselves. They have to stay there in the pitch. As we all say, it means it's all about bidding your time on the pitch. Once they do that, the scoring is not going to be very difficult. Yeah, pitch will be slow, it will turn. We don't know whether it will turn from day one or day two or from second session or a third session, but it will turn, it will be slow. But again, for that, you have to adopt strategies to counter that effect, to negate those if those challenges and to survive on those tracks. Even our lower order, India's lower order batsmen, they did that in the first test, and they have shown the way to the Australians. If we talk about Akshar's inning, if we talk about Jadeja's inning, even Shami took the attack back to Australian bowlers, and he scored quite a few quick runs there, which at the end added to the pressure of the Australian batsmen. So they can do it, but for that to happen, they have to be very clear in their mind. They need to have strategies in place. They need to have plan A, plan B, plan C, whichever plan works for them. If they can devise a plan to counter this spin threat, then obviously means they can challenge India even on turning track.
So yesterday you were indicating, I mean, you had written that Dravid in his press conference had indicated that Shreyas Iyer might be in the team, or was that just he was just mentioning his name, or what would be
Indian
the
head coach
composition?
Indian head coach already said that, and today he had a long session there. Today was optional practice, but Shreyas was there in the nets. So I think he'll walk into the playing 11. Obviously, the
So,
team management will decide on it.
so who's he going to
And
replace?
in all probability, I think it will be Surya Kumar Yadav, his Mumbai teammate.
And any other changes likely in the India team?
I don't think so, because I think Rahul will be there, KL Rahul will be there. Then I don't think there is any other place left to be replaced. Only one
Shubman,
spot is there to be taken, and Iyer will take that spot from Surya Kumar Yadav.
so KL Rahul will continue in the team.
That's the indication from the team management right now.
So no place for Shubman Gill as yet.
Yeah, because as far as they are deciding to go with openers, skipper Rohit Sharma and KL Rahul, so I don't think Shubman Gill will be accommodated in the middle order.
So last words, a bit on Pujara's 100th test. I mean, he also must be quite excited to play his 100th test.
Yeah, he was there in the press conference. He's quite excited, very happy. And as every player say, he also said the same thing, that he was not expecting to play 100 tests for the country when he started. But again, means it's all about perseverance, the patience, the means the grit he has shown throughout his career. So he's ready for the Australian challenge. And the way means his career has seen a lot of ups and downs. There was time when he was dropped from the squad as well. Then he went to the county. He played county cricket there. He proved his mettle again. He came back to the squad, and means you can never rule him out of the longest format of the game, and that was he has been doing ever since he made his debut for the country. So the means indications were that he's ready for the challenge, ready for his 100th test. It's a milestone for him, for everyone who is associated with him. And Australia, they are his favorite, one of his favorite opponents. So he hopes that he can translate that milestone into success here at the Kotla.
Thank you so much, Firoz. And hopefully we'll get to see 5 days of test matches in Delhi from tomorrow.
Hopefully. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.